What's up guys, my name is Elden and welcome back to a new art video. Today's video is going to be on drawing my OCs, Chad and Chantel Zanders. Hopefully you enjoy, hopefully it turns out well. I don't know, we'll see, let's see.
Part 1. Sketching. So to start things out, I decided to lay down the framework of which is going to be the drawings of my two OCs, Chad Zanders. He was actually a last minute character creation that I did because I realized that I made a bunch of other characters throughout the story, but I didn't make the first character that Zeph interacts with and has a fight with. So I had to come up with this design, which turned out to be something I honestly really love. From his wildish hair to how simplistic his outfit is, and even the color palette I chose for him were all kind of just on the fly, and I turned out to really like it. For Chantel, I also had to come with her on the fly because I wanted to give a kind of Team Rocketish kind of feel to it. Even though they're actual couple and Team Rocketish weren't really a couple, I wanted to just have that kind of feel for them. So I designed her, but I designed her a little bit differently, as Chad actually pops out a lot. Like, he obtains more focus because of his hair colors, and like his style and how I draw him. I actually made Chantel become actually kind of like a background character. That's how I designed her, so she fits in with the crowd. She's unsuspecting, and that's how they get their teamwork done. They go around to different areas and try to manipulate situations in which it makes it look like he's a victim and that he's gonna destroy like everything unless they give him money and stuff like that. So they're like the perfect duo, since no one really suspects that she is with him due to how contrasting their characters tend to look. Now Chad has a magical power, he has magical powers which allow him to use explosion magic through a catalyst which he carries in his hand, usually wrapped around his hand with a chain. This catalyst allows him to explode anything when he shouts out the keywords explosion. It's an activation kind of catalyst, so without it he can't use his magic. And on the other hand, Chantel can't use magic at all. She is a magicless person and uses a gun to deal with her situations, a very old-fashioned kind of gun. And I really like that about her character. Even though that she doesn't have magic, she could still help out Chad if he gets in situations and stuff like that. So it's a really nice dynamic duo they have there. Husband and wife, hubby and significant other, whatever you want to call it. So that's enough that I'm going to say for this. I'm just going to let it play out for a bit. Part 2. Inking. But first, an ad from our sponsor.
There is no sponsor.
I did the inking. I actually had trouble while inking this picture. I had to utilize my multi-liner SP pen .35. I actually wanted to only use these on the outlines and the skin to give it a darker popish kind of feel, and on everything else I use a .01 or .1 micron pen, but every single one of them mysteriously dried out, even though they're brand new pens. I don't understand. So I had to just go back and utilize my Copic multi-liner. I really love this pen, just the way how it feels and then the build quality of it, and that it's interchangeable ink and tips or nibs, which I actually need to change because mine has been used out way too much. But yeah, like I said before, in pretty much any one of my videos where I'm doing inking, line work is key to everything. Even if you're going to do coloring afterward, I believe line work will still be able to make it pop even more and not take away from the color. So what I did, even though I just used one type of marker mainly throughout the entire piece, I went back over to certain areas and made them darker, made them pop out more, and giving it kind of a nicer feel to it while keeping unity, so the eye gets trapped into the picture while you're looking at it, so you can see and find out where all the other darkened areas are. Now I'm just gonna let it play out. Part 3. Coloring. So with coloring, I decided to go with the same color palette that I used in my last video when I was drawing Chad, which is Crimson Red for the hair, Copic marker RV29. For the pants, I used Abyss Green, which is actually a nasty kind of green. I don't really like it, honestly, which is BG75. For the eyes, I did not have this Copic marker last time, so I used a different red and tried using a orange color pencil to go over it to make it a bit more orangey. But I actually got the color orange that I originally wanted, which is Cadmium Orange YR07 or YR07. It's a really nice orange. It's one of those poppy kind of oranges. It's so fun and awesome. For the skin, I used 3 layers actually. E00 for the first layer, and then second layer E00. First layer was 000, second layer 00, and then E11 for the final darkening layer. After that, I started working on Chantel's coloring after doing a minor few touch-ups. Chantel's coloring actually only consisted of 2 layers, I believe. I only used 00 and then E11 for her skin tones. She's not as tan or like more colored, as in she's kind of more palish. That's how I wanted to kind of reflect her character. Now I am coloring the hair. The hair is just a brown. I believe it is sepia brown E37. It's a nice shade of brown. Again, she's like a background character kind of design, which I really like. For her top, I used the bisque green again, and then I also used a N4 gray to do like the dress part or the bottom part of her outfit, and then the little shoulder things. Part 4. Man, I fucked up. Let's try fixing it.
Guys, I fucked up. So I just realized after coloring this stuff in that this hand and this hand are wrong. This needs to be a left hand, but it's a right hand for some goddamn reason. I don't know. And this hand, this thumb needs to be over here. I don't know, guys. But yeah, I guess I'll just scan it and then edit it. Yeah. I fucked up. I don't know what to say. I fucked up. Well, whatever.
Yeah, after realizing I had messed up, I did finish coloring it. I went to scan it and fix everything else. I actually was planning on recording the whole process of me fixing it digitally, but for some reason I forgot to hit record, and the entire time I thought I was recording it. It took like an hour or so just to make sure everything was nice and completely fixed and blended in well enough. The items that I wound up changing are gonna be her hands, where she's holding her hands with Chad. I flipped the thumb over to the correct location, which you'll see shortly. So right there, I actually flipped the thumb to the correct location and then got rid of her red lipstick nail polish. I also got rid of the red lipstick on her lips. I thought it was just kind of meh, didn't really fit well with the character, made her pop out more and wanted her to be more of a background character, so I got rid of both of those. And then I fixed her hand that was holding the gun, gave her an actual left hand, and it turned out really well. The blending situation was all nice. There wasn't really anything to complain about. It just took a while just to get it to look consistent, and I didn't touch anything else because I wanted to give that traditional feel still. Only thing I did differently was add a background, and then like a black background, and then offset the color, a grayish color for the explosion in the clouds.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you want to follow me on my social media platforms, it is EldenDraws. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I post mainly on Instagram. I'm getting in the habit to post more on Twitter to give you guys updates on what's going on in my life and if I'm going to miss a day or what I'm doing with the chapters. If you want to see a older video, click over here. And if you want to know what I'm up to, don't forget to follow me on social media. Alright, thanks for watching. Oops.